powerful word. You will get knocked down many times chasing your dreams. You will feel like you don't have the energy to get back up. You don't have the strength to get back up. You will feel like giving up is the only option. When you're hit, when you've been knocked down by life, that's when it's time to hit back. That's when it's time to hit back. Many people get hit by life, but they never hit back.
Are you going to stay down, or are you going to decide to get back up? It takes courage. It takes confidence. It takes a strong mindset to get back up when nobody believes in you.
There's a lion inside all of us, but some people decide to never let that lion out. Many people keep that lion locked in his cage. Are you hungry for that dream? Are you willing to fight for that dream?
Let the lion out. Get hungry for your dream. Go hunt your dream. Talking about that dream won't take you far. Working will.
Doubters will tell you to be realistic. Haters will tell you to quit.
You are the only one who can go and get it. It's your dream. No one will chase it for you. No one will hunt for you. No one will support your dream but you.
There's a quote that goes, everyone wants to eat, but a few are willing to hunt. Everyone wants to succeed, but few are willing to put in the work required.
Stop limiting yourself. You can make your dream into a reality, but it will only take one person to believe that it's possible. It will only take one person to put in the work. That person is you.
There's plenty of humans before you who have accomplished big things, who are living their dream life. They've done it. That is proof you can too. It is proof that you can live your dream if you really want it.
You are the most dangerous enemy to your dreams because only you decide when to quit and give up on your dreams. Only you decide when to kill these dreams. You're more powerful than you even know. You can change the world with your dream. But it only requires you to get out of your comfort zone and unleash the inner lion. It requires you to let the lion out of its cage. It requires you to chase your dreams no matter what.
If you have a weak mindset, if you're afraid of taking risks, you will never get far in life. You will never get that dream with a weak mindset.
Create a mindset that keeps you moving even when others quit.
Life is unpredictable. It's full of surprises. You might be closer than you think. Your dream can become a reality if you refuse to quit.
Be like a lion. Never back down from the challenges you face. A lion never stops chasing its prey until it catches it. You never stop chasing your dream until you live it.
Dream big and never let small minds convince you that your goal is out of reach. It may be out of reach for them, but you know better. Believe in yourself.
If you are in the way of my goals and dreams, I suggest you move.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity.
He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
I have a personal standard of excellence for my life. I just believe I deserve to give my wife the best version of me. I just believe I deserve to give my kids the best version of me. I just believe the people that I'm of service to on this earth, I deserve to give them the best version of me. And so I take a personal level of pride in everything that I do because I almost lost my life behind a game of football and God placed me on this path. And so now it's not even about me. And I'll never forget, one night I came off the field and I went over to my mother. I said, can you please introduce me to my father? I need to meet him. Can you set that up? She set it up. First encounter with the guy, shook his hand. I said, hey man, how you doing? Say, hey, little man, I heard you could play ball. I said, I heard you can too, but here's what I need you to do for me. I said, I don't need any money. I don't need any clothes. The only thing I need you to do for me is pick me up every Friday night, work me out every Saturday morning. You can take me back home after that. Can you do that? He said, yeah, I got you. First Saturday morning, he woke me up at 4:30 in the morning. He said, little man, we're running 2 miles to this fire station, running 2 miles back home. I said, cool, let's do it. Every other Saturday morning after that, wake up 4:30, run 2 miles there, 2 miles back. One Saturday, I said, man, I'm gonna beat him out. I beat him out to the line. I'm standing there. My father came dragging out of the house. He was walking really slow. And so my father came out and he walked right by me. And I looked up and he walked right by me and he looked up at me and he said, son, I said, yes, sir. He said, I want you to pull that other person outside of you today. And in my mind, I'm thinking, it's not another person out here. What is he talking about? It's 4:30, it's dark. He kept walking. He looked up again. He said, son, I said, yes, sir. He said, I want you to pull that other person outside of you today. Yes, sir. But in
What's up, Mogul Elites? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the call. The time is now 6:34 p.m. And listen, I really want us all to talk to our team members, right? Get all of your agents on here, all your uplines, your downlines, your sidelines, any and everybody, guys. We got to get at least 40 people on here. We're going to be starting at 6:45 p.m. on the East Coast, 6:45 p.m. It's 20 people on the call now. I want us to all focus on getting to at least 40. Let's push it to 40. So call your agents, call your partners, call your accountability partners. Guys, let's load this call up. Let's go.
Mine at this point, I'm saying, man, he's trying to talk his way out of this thing. So the third time he said, son, I stepped back. I said, listen, Pops, no disrespect. You have a job. I get it. You may be tired. I said, so you can go back in the house, you can go to sleep. There's no hard feelings, but you can't stop me from running to this fire station. I'm running whether you go or not. And he said, son, the thing I'm trying to get you to understand is this, Ink. Son, there is another person inside of you, son. The thing I'm trying to get you to understand is this, Ink. No matter how hard you work, there is somebody inside of you that works even harder. Said, son, no matter how dedicated you are, there is somebody inside of you that's more dedicated. Son, no matter how committed you are, there is somebody inside of you that's more committed. But the thing I want you to understand, there will come a point in time where you will hit a piece of adversity that's a lot tougher than you, son. And every day you get up, you will have to have a greater purpose for why you do what you do and to get up and keep going and executing whatever you do, son. That is what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's a lot bigger than running to the fire station. I'm trying to get you to push yourself to a point that you have never been to before. And so I went to Crim High School, one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia. Dropout rate higher than the graduation rate. People didn't go to college. I went to Crim. My first day I walked through the doors. A metal detector cop said, what's your plan, little man? I said, my plan is to go D1. He said, nah, you'll probably end up in cell block D1. I said, nah, you got the wrong guy. He said, nah, you'll probably end up in cell block D1. I said, nah, you got the wrong guy. After my freshman year, my mother and father both came to me and they said, Inky, we're transferring you from this place. You got a scholarship at Tucker High School. They said all you have to do is come and play your next 3 years. They guarantee you a scholarship to Georgia. I said, please, leave me at one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia. I can get a scholarship from this place. Son, nobody goes to college from there. Please, let me stay here. I can make it from this place. They transferred me anyway. First football game, tore the ligaments in my ankle, out for the season, ended up in a wheelchair. Went back to my parents, will you please transfer me back to one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia? My pastor said, Inky, you really want to go there? I said, please transfer me back there. I need to go back there. And so the summer going into my senior year, we got blessed with a new coach. He came to me, I was done with football. He said, man, please come and work out for me. Just do one workout for me. I said, okay, coach, I'll come out, I'll work out. I ran a 40-yard dash. I did some cone drills. He came up to me after the workout. He said, son, what college do you want to go to? I said, man, I just want to go D1. He said, no, you're not hearing me, son. What college do you want to go to? I said, man, I just want to go D1. He said, after the first couple of games, we'll put together a tape and we'll see what happens. After the first 2 games, I had 9 touchdowns. It was all she wrote from there. But after that season, there were still 2 problems. I wasn't qualified to get into college, and I hadn't passed my Georgia high school graduation test. And so now scouts would come in and they would say, man, you're cute, you're fast, you're quick, you're tough, you can play football, but son, we're not talking about college, we're talking about you graduating high school. And I'll never forget the day the University of Tennessee came in and a coach took a chance on me. He sat down with me and he said, son, I want to offer you a full scholarship to the University of Tennessee. It was so crazy, I responded and I told him, I'm coming. And he laughed. He said, son, I don't even think you understand how the whole process works. I said, no, I don't think you understand. I said, you're talking to a kid that comes from a 2-bedroom home, 14 people. You're talking to a kid that every morning when I caught the bus, I would race to be the first one at the bus stop, and I would be standing there shaking my book bag and my jackets out to make sure there were no roaches and rats. So when I tell you I am coming, I am coming. You don't even have to waste the university's money. I don't have to see the campus. I don't have to see the city. You offer me a scholarship, I'm coming. He said, yeah, Ink, but I still want you to take an official visit. I agreed. I went up on a Friday night. I'll never forget, they took me to...
Okay, we're at 24, guys. Let's load it up. 6:38. We're at 24 people. I'm texting and calling everybody on my side, guys. Call your teams up. Anybody that's been in this business for 24 hours or longer, they need to be on this call. If you got your mama in the business, she needs to be on this call. If you got your best friend, your significant other in this business, they need to be on this call. The person who told you they want to go inactive, they need to be on this call. Guys, let's load this thing up. You do not want to miss this call tonight. I'm telling you guys, call your teams, call your inactive, call your active agents. Let everybody know they need to be on here, and let's load this thing up. Let's go.
Sometimes people only see your success. It just depends on what part of your movie they come in on. Because in most cases, they didn't see the blood, sweat, tears, and all your dark days. The way you persevered and kept fighting through them hard days. You saw the rays of sunshine through them raindrops and kept pushing and pushing until the pain stopped. You dropped the ball many times but never gave up. Woke up early, late nights, you always stayed up. They didn't see. You sacrificed the parties and the date nights. Money came slow. You rarely even ate right. Stomach growling, you were starving, you were hungry. But not for food, for success. Without a bungee cord, you jumped with no fear and took that leap of faith. Patience tested every year, still you keep the faith. They didn't see. You slowly break through and get some minor wins. But you adjusted your sails because you knew you couldn't change the direction of the winds. Then it happened. After all those years in grind mode. Success. So here's a toast. Now sip your wine slow. See, the moral of the story is perseverance. Just a reminder, you can fight through the interference, fight through the hard times, fight through the pain, fight through the sickness, fight through and change your life. And even though you never forget all the struggles and the stresses, you can smile now and remember when someone told you, never give up because the best is yet to come. See, we all have a testimony. Because it's all the tests that we go through in life that help us get to the money, meaning the money. So if you have enough inner strength to take mental cover and weather your storm, you can kick back, relax, and get to the clear skies and the days that are so sunny.
As we begin to look at what we want, as we begin to look toward the future, what's going to be crucial for you is every time you find yourself saying that you can't do something, you've got to affirm to yourself, hey, no, I can make it. This can happen for me. You've got powers within you, talents within you that you haven't even reached for yet. Now, whatever goal you have, here's what we know. You're going to have some opposition. You're going to have some difficulties. You're going to have some challenges. Long journey, long dark night. But when you hold on to your dream, don't let anybody kill it in you. Just hold on to that dream. When it doesn't make sense to anybody, including you sometimes, just hold on. Once you give yourself an opportunity to try and to stretch, you'll find out you can do more than you can ever begin to imagine.
The first level to success in life, the very first level is you seeing it. Like it's clear to you.
You know exactly what you want. You know exactly when you want it. You know exactly what it tastes like. You know what it looked like. Before you really blow up, and you get success, you literally have it in the palm of your hand without having it. What does your dream look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? The problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. I don't owe you a dime. It's your dream. If you wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to have it, rise and grind. I ain't put my dream on nobody else, and I don't care what nobody think about my doggone dream. This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today.
It's necessary that you be patient. It's necessary that you take a stand, that you dig in. It's necessary to know there are going to be some difficult times. I know I'm going to have to take some blows. Find out how strong I am. Can I stand up? I know I'm going to experience some rejection and disappointment. I know there are going to be some hard decisions to make. The things are going to be so uncertain that I'm going to feel overwhelmed and feel like I can't handle it. I know I'm going to experience all of that. Why? It's necessary. It's a part of life. It's called life. All of that will create you to a certain
But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
All right. We're at 34. It's 6:45, guys. Come on, 5 more people. We're at 35 people. I know for a fact that we can get 5 more agents on this call right now. So we're not going to start until I see 40 on the participant list, guys. 5 more people. Some of you have not even called your team yet. That's why we're on here tonight, because we're going to be talking about motivation. We're going to be talking about this halftime huddle. We're going to be talking about what you have to do to succeed in life, not just FES, but in life. And I need every one of you guys to get your agents on here. So 5 more people, and then we're going to start. Let's make some calls. Let's go.
I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I don't go home, I feel bad. Go through it. You ain't gonna die. At the end of pain is success.
I didn't come this far to only come this far. I hear some people saying things like, when I make it, when I get to the top. I'll keep working hard until I get to the top, until I reach my goal. Let me tell you something. There's no end. Winners never stop. If you reach your goal, set a bigger goal. If you get to the top of the mountain, find a bigger mountain. It's the journey. The continued pursuit of growth, the constant seeking of improvement, the challenge. That's what makes life great. That's what makes a fulfilled life. I didn't come this far to only come this far. When I get this goal, I'll seek more. Not more things, more growth. Constantly pushing myself to be better. I didn't come this far to only come this far. I came this far so I could be strong enough to go further. So I'll be good enough to push myself hard. I'm only getting started. This is just the beginning. I'm proud of my achievements, but that doesn't mean I'll settle for them. Proud, but never satisfied. Proud, but forever hungry. Proud and always ready. Proud, but pushing. Pushing for more. Pushing for great. A true winner doesn't seek only the title. A true winner seeks growth. A true winner seeks greatness. It's the journey. It's the challenge. Don't tell me it's over. I'm just getting warmed up. If the journey wasn't challenging, the destination wouldn't be rewarding. It's the challenge that makes the greatness. You can't have a champion athlete without great competitors pushing them all the way. You can't have the greatest of all time without champions pushing them all the way. It's the journey, the process that makes the greatness. If you reach your goal, set a bigger goal. If you get to the top of the mountain, find a bigger mountain.
Everybody got a dream. Listen to me. Everybody has a dream, but not everybody got a grind. You are where you are because of how you think. And if you were to change your thinking, you would change your world. Monday, I grind. Tuesday, I grind. Wednesday, I grind. Thursday, I grind. Friday, I grind. Saturday, I grind. Sunday, I grind. And that's why I'm here today. And listen to me, your problem is you're not grinding. You're not grinding. You're taking days off. Hear me well. I want you to know that there are many of you who are not where you're supposed to be, not because you don't have what it takes to get there. You are not where you're supposed to be because your dreams and your grind are not congruent. Your dreams are big. Your dreams are gigantic.
Let's go. 41 people, what I tell y'all? Hey, this is why we say we are the elite. We do not do something unless we have a goal set and we don't stop until it's accomplished. We're at 42, and I guarantee you the call is going to continue to increase because that's what we do in this team, guys, and that's why we're here. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. We already went over time, but I could not let this slide without first setting the standard. Guys, today, that is what we're going to talk about. Let me be clear. This is not a training. This is not a how to get customers, how to get agents, right? This is specifically because I realize that we are halfway there. We are on halftime in our 4-week cycle. And guys, it's time to work. And many of you on this call today, you're either an active agent who's been working, who's been grinding. Some of you guys have slowed down tremendously in your businesses. Some of you guys have flat out quit and somebody called you and was like, yo, I need you on this, right? So I need everybody to stay until the end, okay? We're not going to be here too long, but I need everybody to listen closely. I need you to listen to intent because it's put on my spirit, literally my spirit. I'm not doing this just because Joe wants to do this. I'm doing this for a bigger reason because some of you guys are going through some things in life right now, and you're letting this thing stop you from taking yourself to the next level. And you need a wake-up call, and that's what this is right here. If you've been active in this business, you've been working for the last 2 weeks, and let's be honest, you've been half-assing it. And so we need to come together as a family, not just as an organization, not just as a team, as a family, and we need to have a talk. We need to discuss this idea about quitting before you get your breakthrough. So with that said, guys, do me a favor, drop what city and what state you're calling in from, because we know Mogul elites are all over the nation. I just want to see where everyone is hailing from. So just rep your city real quick. I want to see where everybody's calling in from. I see my boy Keon from Durham, North Carolina. We got Greensboro, Baltimore, Winston-Salem. I see we got Laurinburg, Raleigh, Sunset Beach, DC, Germantown, Hollywood, Winston, man, all over the nation. Let's go. So keep dropping, keep repping your city. I'm going to play this video, and then we're going to jump right in to our huddle call, our halftime huddle call, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Stories. The following are true stories. May 26, 2003, Aaron Ralston was hiking. A boulder fell on his right hand. He waited 4 days. Then he amputated his own arm with a pocket knife. On New Year's Eve, a woman who was bungee jumping in Zimbabwe, the cord broke. She then fell into a river and had to swim back to land in crocodile-infested waters with a broken collarbone. The most amazing part of these stories is when asked about the experience, they all smiled, shrugged, and said, "I guess things could have been worse." When your day is a museum of disappointments hanging from events that were outside of your control. When you find yourself flailing in an ocean of why is this happening to me? When it feels like your guardian angel put in his 2-week notice 2 months ago and just decided not to tell you. When it feels like God is a babysitter that's always on the phone. When you get punched in the esophagus by a fistful of life, remember that you will survive. Remember, things could be worse. Remember, we are never, ever given anything that we can't handle. When the world crumbles around you, you have to look at the wreckage and then build a new one out of all the pieces that are still here. Remember, you are still here. The human heart beats approximately 4,000 times per hour, and each pulse, each throb, each palpitation is a trophy engraved with the words, "You are still alive." You are still alive. Act like it.
I invested too much to quit. I made too many sacrifices to give up. We've come too far. We've been through too much. We've seen too much. We've had too many victories. We have seen defeat. We've looked defeat in the face, and we've overcome it. We've come too far to give up now. We've come too far to be negative now. We've come too far to start overthinking now. So when life happens, I don't just sit there and cry. I buck back. I buck back.
And the process is not supposed to be comfortable. So if it hurts, welcome to the big leagues. If you feel like you're under heat, praise God. If you feel like you're being pressured, praise God. But when God looks like he's pulling you back, eventually he's gonna let you go. And the farther he pulls you back, the farther he pulls you back, once he releases you, boom.
The spirit of resiliency, the spirit of grit, it's in your DNA, it's in your blood. Overcoming is in your blood. Getting through adversity is in your blood. Your ancestors got through so much more. We will be all right. We need to focus on where we're going, not where we come from and what's happening.
I just need you to keep walking toward it. I don't need you thinking about it no more. You're doing too much thinking. You analyze it too much. You're talking yourself out of it. I don't know if this is gonna work. I tried and it didn't work. I just need you to keep moving. I need you to make up in your mind that the only way you can lose is if you quit. I just need you to keep going. You gotta tell life, I don't know who you've been dealing with, but you ain't dealt with me. You gotta tell bankruptcy. You gotta tell divorce. You gotta tell sickness. I don't know who you've been dealing with, but you come up against the wrong one this time. You can be and do whatever you want, and nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you but you.
Man. Woo! Hey, drop some ones in the chat if you truly felt that. If you felt like that resonated with you, or you feel like, man, like that was definitely right on par where I'm dealing with right now. I see the ones flying in. So let's talk about it real quick, guys, and then we're going to go into our panel because we have a phenomenal lineup for you guys this evening of individuals who've been able to just 10x their businesses, and not only their businesses, but their lives. And so really quickly about this business, right? And with this video, it's facts. A lot of us are so scared with this idea of being uncomfortable to the point where we just give up on everything. And then we look at FBS like it's FBS's fault. Oh, if it wasn't credit, I probably can get a little bit further. Or if I was a better speaker, then I probably would be able to do this a lot better. Or if I knew how to sell, I probably could market myself a whole lot better. It's not the circumstances that are around you. It's you. And some of us are so scared of this idea of growth and being uncomfortable that we stop ourselves from living the life that God truly wants us to live. And I'm here to tell you guys today that it's so much further than just a credit business. Think about it. Everybody think about for a quick second your current life. Oh, I want to be an actor. And then you go and you try to do it, and then you realize, well, I'm not that good as the other people, or I don't speak as confidently and clearly, or my heart beats when I get on stage, so I guess it's not for me. Or I want to be a lawyer, and then you try to apply for a couple of schools and get denied, and you say, well, I guess it's not for me. Or I want to be a doctor, and then you get a little scared of some blood, and you're like, well, I guess it's not for me. Or I want to be able to, lead an organization and create a nonprofit. Then you realize you don't know anything about leading a nonprofit. Then you got to understand that it's not just about FES, it's about personal development, and a lot of us are afraid to develop. And the amazing thing about this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, is that it does push you, and it stretches you, and it creates this thing inside of you that questions everything you probably knew before. Am I a leader? Am I a public speaker? Can I sell? You ask yourself these questions, and a lot of you say, I don't really know, but I'm gonna figure it out. And that's why you're a field trainer. That's why you're a senior field trainer. A lot of you go through some challenges, your team quits, and you say, I'm not a quitter, and that's why you're a sales director. A lot of you guys still struggle with sales director. You don't know how to present because you're not that confident in presenting, and you try to present, you give it a shot, and that's why you're a regional sales director. And you continue to grow. You don't just have a title and it gets, thrown in your lap and now you're this fancy title. You go through a journey, and that journey is ultimately what takes you to that level. A lot of you are at the same exact level because you're not trying to grow. You're trying to be the exact person that joined this opportunity. And the reason a lot of you all joined is because you were sick and tired of being sick and tired, but then the business hits you. Then that best friend told you no, and your mom said it's not going to work, and your family said they're not interested. And now you're like, well, I guess it's not for me. But you got to realize that those same exact habits are going to be the exact habits that you're going to carry on to the next project. Well, let me try foreign exchange. Oh, that didn't work. Too hard. Let me go try this Herbalife. Oh, that didn't work. It's too hard. Let me go try insurance. Oh, that didn't work. It's too hard. Let me get a job. Oh, I hate my manager. He's too hard on me. Oh, you got to understand it's not the businesses around you. It's you. And I'm here to tell each of you guys that you are amazing. I've had the amazing journey over the last year. I just hit my 1-year anniversary in this business last week. And I was reflecting, and I said, wow, there are some amazing people in this organization. I've heard the most amazing stories that me personally, I don't know how I would get through it. And I'm just so honored to be able to call you all friends. Some of you call you family. And I'm just like, there are some amazing people who's in this organization, and they haven't even tapped into that beast that's inside of them. And I truly believe it's because we're too comfortable. So if you all could just take this journey with me for the next, half hour or so, and just try to get yourself out of your head for a second, right? And listen to the stories that you're about to hear. Like I said, I got an amazing lineup, and I want you guys to truly take in consideration everything that everybody's going to say. Is everybody going to stay on to the end? No. Some of you guys are going to quit. Some of you guys are going to hop off, log off, go watch Netflix. Some of you are going to say, oh, I got to get in my car and go, fill up my tank with gas. You're going to make an excuse. And I get it. It's okay. It's not for you. But for those individuals who really want to hear what we got to say, I challenge you to stay to the end of this, because I guarantee you, if you stay tonight, the person that you're going to be mentality-wise after is not going to be the same. So with that being said, guys, drop some 5s in the chat if you're ready for tonight. If you're ready for this huddle halftime mentality call, if you guys are ready to really get down to the nitty-gritty to really figure out what is holding us back from being able to have the best lives that we truly deserve. I see the 5s coming in. Awesome, awesome. So the very first person that you guys are going to hear from tonight, man, this boss came into this business. I want to say he's been in less than 2 months. And he saw this opportunity as a platform to truly grow and expand, and he ran and ran and ran. So now within 2 months, I'm proud to say that this gentleman is a sales director producing anywhere from $10,000 to $24,000. So Mr. Keon Grant, can you come on here and share with everybody your story? Keon.
All righty. Can y'all hear me now?
We got you.
All right. What's up? Oh, hold on. All right. What's up, everybody? My name is Keon. You already gave me the proper introduction. I thank you, Joe. I got to give it right back to you, man. Hitting VP, that's a real big deal. Gosh, 100K every month, every 30 days. I'm still working to get there. But anyway, I just wanted to come and talk, just a little panel, just a little part of your time. Thank you. Just about being coachable. It's a method that we follow. Actually, it's just a formula that we follow. We tell every agent to follow the 3 C's, which is being committed, being consistent, and being coachable. I'm here to talk about being coachable and the importance and the significance of being coachable. And I can only do that by telling you my personal experience. So like Joe said, I've only been in the business for at least 2 months, like literally. And I've already generated a network of 10K every 30 days. How I did that mainly is being coachable. When I started this business, you all, I remember when I got the call from my business partner, Amaja Easton. And shout out to Amaja for giving me that call or whatever. But she gave me that call, and she basically broke it down to me 4 ways as far as what I'll be doing as an agent. And honestly, the thing that really got me is when she asked me, what do you have to lose? And I really couldn't say anything. So, I invested in myself and I engaged myself into the endeavor. And the first 4 days of the business, you guys, believe it or not, I reached this milestone, that's fairly quickly, but I didn't do any work my first 4 days of the business because I realized that honestly, I wasn't the individual. I didn't have the mentality to actually reach the success that I've acquired so far. So I understood that I needed work. I understood that I needed development. So for the first 4 days, I did nothing. I attended every Zoom call. I attended every morning manifestation. I did everything that the ones before me that laid down a path and a solidified foundation basically suggested or recommend me to do. So the very first 4 days, like I said, I didn't do anything, literally. So I want to say it was Wednesday. My very first agent, I get on the phone, they're like, all right, let's go. So I go, I start making my posts. I start doing all that, right? My very first agent, I got my very first agent the very first day working this business. So of course I'm ecstatic. My very first agent, the very first day, like me actually working, I'm like, yeah, I got this in the bag. You guys, the very next day, this guy stopped answering the phone. He just quit. I don't know why. I really don't. He paid his investment and things. I don't know why he quit, and I remember getting on the phone with my business partners, talking to Amaja, talking to Tyreek, talking to Zakia Holmes. And I'm like, he quit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, just keep it going. The very next day, I found another individual named Corey Monroe. This guy came in after me and he reached the same position as me. He's a sales director just like me. And I did that not because I went out there just to do the work. Of course, that plays a part of it. But if I wasn't coachable, if I didn't listen to what my upline or what my business partners advised, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I just want to show you all how to be coachable. The number one thing you have to do is communication. Well, honestly, that's the number 2 thing. The number 1 thing you have to do is being honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself first. If you're not honest with yourself, then it's going to be hard for anyone to help you. How can anyone assist you if they don't know, or if you don't let them know that you need help? I had to open my mouth. I had to tell these people, like, you guys, honestly, simplistically, I really didn't know what I was doing. So I really just had to be coachable. I had to be honest with myself, and they positioned themselves to help me. The second thing that I did, as you can see, I communicated. I communicated effectively with everyone in my organization and all my business partners so I can grow. This was for me. And I knew that they had my best interest at heart because they introduced me to an opportunity that actually enhanced what I was already doing. Before I came into this business, you all, I had a production company. I went to school for audio engineering with a concentration in music business, and I was trying to get my company on the road, and it just wasn't clicking. I didn't have the money to do so. It takes money to make money. We all know that. So when I actually engaged into this endeavor that we like to call FES, and I started my organization, this put me in a position to invest into myself. It enhanced the foundation that I already had for me. And yes, I hit my promotion fairly quickly. Just to tell you about my personal experience with this, I skipped to 2 promotions within my first cycle. I went from being a new agent, field trainer, to a senior field trainer within my first cycle. And within a matter of 9 days, actually, I reached sales director within a month and things of that nature. So I moved up so fairly fast. And a lot of people ask me, how did you do it? And I tell them, it really wasn't me. I mean, I play a part of it. I put the work in, but I had people that came before me that paved out a foundation, and they went and bit those bullets for me and made my journey easier. So why would I not listen to what they advised me to do? Because they've already seen the success that I would like to acquire within this business. So it made sense it made more sense for me, and it made common sense for me to listen to what they had to do. So I just wanted to really express you all the significance of being coachable. I know a lot of you all come in and you already fit the mold. I fit the mold already. I have the gift of gab. I have a hustler's tongue. I could go to hell and sell space heaters to the devil if you ask me to. I could sell water to a whale, but I did not get ahead of myself. A lot of us come in and know that we already fit the mold and feel as if we already know what to do in a new organization or a new and being exposed to a new endeavor. And we honestly really don't. So you have to humble yourself. Humble yourself and say, hey, I need help. Even if you feel like you got it. If you don't understand, it's people here that help you. And this is what I love about FES, because I'm not in it alone. I'm making money with my friends. Who wants to be rich and be alone? Nobody wants to be rich and be alone. It's not fun. So the great thing that I had mentors and I had advisors that helped me. And I promise you all, I promise you, without these people, I wouldn't have acquired the success that I had. And that's just point blank period. Like I never give the credit so much to me because it's just not me. It's everybody within this organization, you know, and they really just built me to be the best that I can be. And honestly, it changed my life. When I started this, before I started this, when I was telling y'all I was in a position and I got that phone call from my business partner, Amaja, that introduced me to the endeavor, I literally had 23 cents to my name and my bank account and a pocket full of lint. I can say, and I'm not going to give you the direct number, but I could definitely say I'm far from 23 cents. I'm very far from it. I can say that when I go out, you know, I was with my my girlfriend and her best friend and her boyfriend and things of that nature. And it was her birthday. I pulled my money out here. I take the whole check. We was at dinner. They're like, you sure? I'm like, I'm sure. I paid for the whole check. I could call my mom and just ask her about her day and just send her money without her even knowing. I'm in a position where I can basically enhance and help the people that I care about the most and that I consider the most. And it's all off the strength of me following those 3 C's. But it all started with me being coachable, being honest with myself, because I didn't have it. I did not have it. But now look at me. Look at my watch. Now, for real though, like I really upgraded myself, you all, and it all started for FES. So I just wanted to really just share a little bit on that. And Joe, I could really just give it back to you now. Thank you.
Sheesh. Man, that's just the first speaker. I mean, man, like, yo, there's so many things that, you know, you really just hit on. Like, matter of fact, let me put my watch on real quick. Keon over here trying to flex with the watch. Nah, let me stop playing. Nah, man, amazing. I mean, you hit it right there. Like, coachable. I love how people come into this business and they overcomplicate it to the point where you just got to think, right? Think about it for a second, right? Alfred Nixon is at a pinnacle position. That means he's doing $10 million every 30 days in sales, okay? The same system that he's teaching was then passed on to Bruce Lee Rochester, who's doing $1.5 million, who was passed on to Valesky Rossi, who's now doing $1 million every single month, who then passed that same system to Curlins Cassius, who's doing $500,000 a month, who Curlins passed that same system to Joe Johnson, who's now doing $100,000 a month. Joe Johnson passed that same system to Tyree Graham, who's now doing $50,000 a month. And that same system passed that down to Zakiya Holmes, who's now doing $25,000 a month, who then taught Amaja, who's doing $25,000. Amaja taught Keon, who's doing $10,000. Keon taught Corey, who's doing what? $10,000 a month. So you think about, man, how are they doing that? They're following the system. It's literally duplication of the same exact thing. Some of us who are having such a hard time are doing the wrong thing. And not because you're doing it on purpose, right? But because you're not plugged in enough. He said himself, right? I was in the morning manifestation calls. I was on the trainings. I was plugged in, right? He was on calls with his leaders. He tried to figure this thing out because he knew if he did it his own way, it wasn't going to work. Y'all feel me? So it's about being coachable. So thank you so much, Keon, for breaking that down. Now the next person, man, I mean, where do I even start with this boss lady? I mean, not only did we practically beg her to join this business because we knew how amazing she would be, and she just exceeded all expectations. This boss lady has come in this business absolutely killing it, bringing in one of the most biggest teams in Team Elite, Mogul Elites. So without further ado, boss lady out of Atlanta, Georgia, doing $25,000 every 30 days. Ms. Boss Lady Zakia Holmes, can you share with everybody your story?
Yes, thank you so much, Joe, for that awesome introduction. And you know, you're killing the business right now, killing it. 100,000. I'm trying to get like you. So everyone, I'm Zakia. I'm RSD here with FES. So you guys, this business is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. So how I'm able to succeed and how I'm so successful in this business is because I stay consistent. Just like Keon said, you also have to be coachable. You have to be coachable, consistent, and committed, right? But you really, really want to be consistent. Consistency goes a long way. You have to, no matter what you do, you have to be consistent. That's the key to success. So February 28th, I was laid off working as an MOT, making $20 an hour. I had a biology degree, minor in chemistry, working my tail off third shift. I was laid off March 7th. I reached out to Joe Tyreek, saw some videos, got on the Zoom. I immediately signed up with FES, and ever since then, you guys, it has changed my life completely, like completely. I have so much freedom, so much financial stability. It's crazy. So when I started, it was a few bumps in the road. I was, you know, a little worried that I wasn't going to get in the customers or the agents, just like a lot of people who join FES. It can get a little shaky at times. I did have some times where I wanted to quit. I always called Joe or Tyreek, mad at them, cussing them out and stuff, but I had to stay consistent. Not only that, I'm also a personal trainer, so I know consistency, like it sticks with me. You know, if you do a push-up every day, you know that you're going to build muscle and back, you know, gains, you know what I'm saying? So I know with this business, I have to get up every single day and get on the phone, post, make sure I'm reaching out to people. So that's how I was able to succeed and stay successful in this business. Not only when I started, I got a lot of backlash from, like, even my mom, for example. I know when I first started posting credit information, she called and said, "Oh, you doing credit now?" And she laughed at me. It kind of hurt my feelings because it's like, dang, I'm really about to change the game. People don't know, like, I'm really about to change the game with this credit stuff. I'm really about to change the game. So last month I was home, and at this point, I'm bringing in 4-digit checks every week. Last month I was home, me and mom having this conversation. She was like, "Oh, me and your daddy needed some help. They're trying to get some plumbing done at the bottom of the house, $3,000. I cashed out my mama $3,000 right there in front of her. Literally, and it felt so good. You guys, I haven't never gave my parents probably no more than $100. When I said, she was like, "Oh, I give it back to my mom." No, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know next week I was gonna get it back. And the next day I signed up 5 agents because I'm consistent. You know, you have to have that mindset that you're gonna go and get it. You have to be a go-getter. If you're not gonna be a go-getter, if you're not gonna get up and take this business serious, it's not for you. It is not for you. Let me tell you, you have to have the mindset to be your own boss. So speaking on consistency, it's some days where I haven't been consistent. Like this past week, it was my birthday. I chose not to be consistent, but I already know in my head that I'm gonna get straight to it. Like I'm gonna do my work. I'm gonna do my business. I'm gonna do what I need to do. But it doesn't work that way for everybody. It does not work that way. So you have to have that mindset that you're gonna get it. So I was able to help that with my mom. This business has done so much for me. I have a puppy. I've been wanting a puppy for so long. I actually seen Joe post because he has a nice puppy as well. And he has so much time to spend with his dog. You guys, when I work in MOT, I always wanted a Yorkie. I really wanted a Yorkie so bad. I didn't have the time. I didn't have the time working third shift. There's no way I was going to be able to look out for him. So last week I was able to go purchase my own Yorkie. I love him to death. His name is Chewy. But I was able to do that. Not only that, you guys, the business also works on my credit for absolutely free. They took my score from a 530 to a 656, you guys. I'm looking to buy my first town home. I'm actually about to put in applications at the end of August, so wish me luck. I'm trying to do that by December. So I'm looking for that 700, 800 score. So this business has taught me a lot. It's helping me grow. I'm able to help so many others and let them know that this business does work. No matter how many negative comments we receive about FES, if you haven't stepped your foot inside FES and you put in the work, then you have no needs to put in no negative comments on no sites. because you have to know the business and do the business every day to see that it works. Some people can start one day and in 3 days they quit. That's because you didn't try. You didn't try to give FES you didn't try to give FES a chance. So this business works. You have to stay consistent. Not only, like Keon said, you have to be coachable. So if you stay coachable and consistent, committed, this business will take you far. Look at Joe, look at Tyree, look at Curlins. I always said when I started this business, I'm gonna get like Curlins. I always said to you guys, and I'm getting there, you know what I'm saying? So you have to speak it, you have to breathe it, you have to live FES. You know what I'm saying? Because it's life changing. You'll be able to live the life you want. I'm actually living the life I want to live here in Atlanta. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. I'm able to do anything, you guys, spend all types of money that I don't need to be spending. But I know if I put in the work, I can always get it back, you know? So you guys just stay consistent, stay coachable, and this business will take you far. And you just hold on tight because it's hard. It's hard now. It's going to be some times where you're not going to get no customers, agents for weeks or whatever, but do not quit, because if you quit and you see us down the road in our cars and our houses and stuff like that, and you quit it months before, that's on you. So just hold on tight, keep the faith, and keep moving. Y'all got this. So Joe, thank you so much for having me share my story. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to give it back to you.
My God. Wow, Zakia. I didn't know any of that. I mean, I knew about your birthday, you know, it was just, it's so many things I can't even talk about what you just said. The freedom, and I'm so excited for you because that's what so many people want. And then you bring up the fact that your credit score is increasing and now you're looking to get a townhome. I completely forgot that we work in a business where you're getting your credit worked on. So those dream houses that you want, you can actually get now because the company is working on your credit. Like, I mean, it's a win-win all the way around. And that's why I love this company, guys, because we're learning how to budget our money. When we start making the money that the company's going to pay us, we're learning how to invest into future properties and to do the things that we want as a kid. I mean, that testimony is truly, truly powerful. I mean, everybody on this call, think about it. If you imagine your mother struggling, your parents struggling, your father, you know, they're just struggling. They can't do the things that they want to do. And you just cash up them whatever they want. Like, this business can do that. And you're talking about somebody who's never done nothing like this before. She's never sold credit before, right? She's never had to sell an online app before, but she stayed consistent and she stayed coachable, and that's why she's in the position that she's in, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, congratulations, Zakia. I mean, truly, truly inspirational all the way around. And I'm telling you guys, like, that's what this business can provide. And then some. She got a little dog, just for a cherry on top. So, next person, though, I want you guys to hear from. I told you we had an amazing lineup. Man, this boss lady, so many words to say, right? Not only has she gone through her ups, not only has she gone through her downs, not only has she done this business when all of her friends turned their backs on her, not only did she do this business when all of her friends quit on her, but I'm talking about, I mean, she stayed true. She never folded. I have the utmost respect for this boss lady here. I've had the honor to be able to work with her even before this business. And I've seen her grow tremendously as a leader. So without any further ado, boss lady out of Greensboro, North Carolina, doing $10,000 to $24,000 every month. Joanna Anderson, can you hop on here and share with everybody your story?
Oh, why do I have to follow this fire? Like, why? Why do I have to follow such heat? Like, Zakia, I hope you had a really good birthday. I know you turned up. I hope you really enjoyed the show. And then also with Keon about being coachable, man. I have the pleasure of sharing the last C, being committed. Okay, listen, you guys. I'm gonna be real transparent, okay? When I first got started in this business, I know Joe said I was there. I never felt like I was like, I'm gonna stick to it, you know, but I didn't follow the 3 C's, y'all. I wasn't really coachable. I wasn't, definitely wasn't consistent, right? And I wasn't fully committed. And so the one thing that I really have to emphasize about committing is being committed to the journey. Like this, everybody on this call, they know at this point this business is not easy. Like it's not easy having to rely on people. People say, "Oh, I'm gonna sign up on Friday." You know, like they like, "Yeah, I got you this Friday. I get paid." They look at the calendar, tell you the date and everything. Call me at this time. I got you. Go Ghost. Like Mission Impossible. Like it happens, right? So that's the thing though. We got to stay committed to the journey. You hear all the time leaders talking about pay the price. You gotta understand your price that you had to pay. And just make sure that you understand that whatever your goal is, because for a lot of people, like FES is not their end goal. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll tell y'all, my end goal is not to be a credit repair consultant for the rest of my life. But what I do know is that in order, I'm going to use this as a vehicle to get me there. I'm going to fully commit myself to the journey to get there, utilizing the tools, utilizing the system, right? Utilizing the mentorship that we have. Like, man, our team is impeccable. Like, come on now. Like, you look at these leaders, the leaders. You have some people that they blow up in this business fast, right? But then their team is lacking. Their team don't know what to do. Like we got leaders that's creating duplication. We have leaders that's teaching us what they did so that way we can do it in a faster amount of time. That's the power behind this team culture. But in order to utilize this tool, utilize FES, utilize this vehicle, we gotta tap in. We gotta stay consistent. We gotta stay committed. We gotta stay coachable, and we gotta grind it out. That's the only way. But I see it now, like, there's so much talent on this team. There's so many crazy leaders on this team. Like, I see it even from my team, if they're not even directly on my team, there's so much heat. Like, and Mogul's elite. Like, we are the elite. We come in, like, y'all always talk about the Spartans. Like, that's us. So we got to stay committed to the journey. We got to stay committed to the process, and we got to get it done. We got to execute. But that's all. I'm going to pass it back to you. I'll just give it right back.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. I mean, what more to say? And like I said, I mean, Joanna has truly been the definition of commitment and taking her business to the next level. I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to continue to grow and expand well beyond sales director, well beyond regional sales director, well beyond executive sales director. So congratulations to you and your team, especially with the South Carolina market. Y'all killing it. Man, now this next speaker, guys, this boss lady here it's been such a journey being able to get to know her. It's been so fun. Not only is she from my school, Aggie Pride, but she's been able to just take this business and just make it her own. Like, I mean, she really just came in, and it's almost like she just knew it. Like, it just was natural. I don't know. Like, she's absolutely killed it. But I think more importantly, not only did she come in and kill it, but she came in knowing why she was doing it. She's created a powerhouse team filled with leaders and sales directors. So without further ado, doing $25,000 every single month. Miss Amaja Easterlin, can you come on and share your story?
I know you guys can hear me, but I don't know if you guys can see me, okay?
Not yet.
Okay, we working on it.
Rob, I just I sent you a request to.
Give me one moment, you guys. Sorry for the hold up.
Is it giving you a notification?
Yeah, it is giving me a notification. So y'all may have to give it back to you and let you have somebody else go next while I work on this fender bender over here. You guys, I am so sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, so while she gets that worked on, is it going? Let's see. All right, cool, no problem. Yeah, guys, so as you're kind of seeing everything again, while she's getting that fixed right now.
Let me hop in there, Joe.
All right, go ahead.
All right, what's up, y'all? Sorry about my camera.
Let me just talk about Eddie for a second. Can't just hop on there. Man, Eddie, guys, so a lot of you have come and done this business, and you find yourself, prospecting on social media, and you just kind of run into some walls because everybody's just so skeptical, right? Hey, it's a scam. Like, is this real? Is it legitimate? Eddie Walker is someone who met me as a complete stranger, literally on the other side of the country, out in the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast in North Carolina. He said, hey, look, I'm interested in making some extra income. And he jumped on board. He got so focused, so serious, and really just listened as he got his groove. And now his business is doing $10,000 every single 30 days. So, Eddie, go right ahead, boss.
Okay. Thank you for that introduction, Joe. I appreciate it, man. And obviously give it back to you. You out here killing the game. So, we don't need to say no more about what you're doing here. So we support you, man, and we appreciate you. But man, I just wanted to hop on here, honestly, because I was even more re-inspired by listening to all of my peers on this call. Because I'm like, man, this is crazy where everybody's coming from, And it's like the struggles that they're going through, it's the same struggle I went through, same thing I'm going through now, and same thing everybody else is probably going through as well. There's no difference. But the one difference is that they kept pushing and they kept going and they kept that consistency going. You know what I mean? It's like I can really just piggyback off of what everybody said. I take something from Keon. Keon said he had to humble himself so that he could progress and learn this business, even though he got game. I do the same thing. I've been in sales for 12 years, but I don't know everything. I'm still learning to this day. You know what I mean? I was so happy to hear that, Zakia got her puppy. I got my puppy recently, right after COVID started. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, that's right. If I would have had to go to work, I wouldn't have been able to keep my puppy either, It's just crazy, man. And then I think about, Joe Johnson, you just had your 1 year anniversary. This is really what sticks out to me. Your 1 year anniversary, you're at a vice president level. I think about my past, I'm like, damn. I've given years and years and years and hours and overtime and sweat and blood to other companies that I've been working with, that my sales background, and it ain't got me nothing. I have nothing to show for it today other than my work ethic. That's about all I take away. But, it's just crazy. It baffles me. And now you're at a position where you're making so much money, and this money is going to be lasting you for such a long time and growing from here on out. It's crazy. What job at all can you go work at for a year and now you're set for life? That's the main takeaway for me. It's crazy. Zakia just told us on this call, she's making 4 figures every week. She's only been in the business for 4 or 5 months, something like that. This is crazy, So yeah, man, I just wanted to point out a couple of those key factors, and really just take it from there, because those things really stood out to me a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I keep grinding. I want to make sure that the team keeps grinding, and then we just take it from there, man. That's all I had to say. I just wanted to piggyback on everybody real quick. I'm gonna give it back to you, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And trust me, you're not the only one inspired. I'm even inspired, being on here. And, I think that's what really gets to me. A lot of you guys, please don't ever think that I'm yelling at you or I'm trying to come for your necks, anything like that. I'm just so passionate because I know what struggle looks like. And I know what this business can do for people. I know what it's done for me and my family. And so when I look at other individuals and I hear their stories, and it really connects to my heart, and it makes me feel like I'm a part of the responsibility to help you grow in this business. So when you don't grow in this business, I feel like I let you down. Now, you might not even think anything of it. You might have quit and moved on and whatever. But for me, it hits me. Every time someone sends me that text, hey, I'm not interested in doing this anymore, it hurts so much because it's just like, you have the potential. You have it. There's nothing stopping you from getting to the next level. Don't quit, but ultimately it's up to you. So, yeah, amazing story so far. But I think Amaya's just ready. So Last but not least on our lineup, and then I'm going to come after her. Guys, let's definitely give a huge, drop some sixes in the chat. Drop some sixes. You guys are feeling fired up, feeling good so far. I'm blown away. We got 51 people. I thought y'all was going to drop off, and we got more people than when we started. So, look, I'm not afraid to admit I might have been wrong, right? But we're not done yet. So, Maja, if you can come on here and just share your business and how you got into the position to be doing $25,000 every 30 days.
Thank you so much, Joy. I finally got everything together, you guys. Thank you for being So, you guys, I actually started this business back in March. Zakia actually had expressed the opportunity to me. She was like, "Hey, Amaja, would you like to join this business?" I was like, "No." Like, what is this business? She actually sent it on Snapchat, and she was like, "Make $1,000 or whatever this week." I'm like, "What is this? Did you somebody tap your phone? This is a scam." And I was one of those, like, because I don't want anything tied to me as far as a scam, you guys, like nothing. Okay, so I was actually working as a chemist at Sherwin-Williams, you guys. I was there, like, making good money. Okay, Black educated girl with a biology degree, being a chemist. Okay, that's dope. And I was really on a big project. But I actually had got that call within a week of getting laid off during the pandemic, you guys. And I was like, okay, now what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? So I actually called Zakia, I called Tyreek Graham, and I was like, you guys, I think I'm ready to join. I didn't have the 288. I had got my last check. It was $800, you guys. And Tyreek actually and Zakia actually invested in me, you guys. And I was so grateful, and I was just like, okay, I gotta figure out how this is about to work. Mind you, I like to learn things hands-on. I'm a hands-on person, you guys. So, and I'm the sneaky note queen, okay? This is my notebook. And y'all, when I first started back in March, I used to stay up to 4 o'clock and write everything that I wanted to do. Like, as far as this, I remember my why. So my why actually in FES is I got tired of being broke. That's honestly, I got tired of being broke, and I always wanted to help people. And I feel like that's my purpose on earth. I got tired of being broke, and I was just like, how can I make this work? So every morning I will make sure I get up and look at my sticky notes. So I got one sticky note here, you're built for this. I got another one, inspire others and love your enemies. And you guys, I really did get backlash. Like Zakia said, I did get backlash for actually being a credit repair consultant. That was like, you're doing makeup, you're a lab technician, and you got a degree in biology. Why are you fixing credit? You're just trying to find the jack of all trades. You're just trying to get some quick money. Anything I do, you guys, I make sure I do research, I'm focused, and I know I gotta really figure out what I'm doing. So at first I didn't know if it's gonna work. I still have my speaking of back in April, networking 5 agents, 5 customers. I write now every week, I'm gonna get 5 agents. I'm gonna get 5 customers. You guys, when I first started, I wasn't even a regional sales director yet. I was still like an agent, and I had made my first $1,000. You guys, I was so hyped. I was like, oh my God, this business really works. But you guys, you gotta start with you mentally. You gotta wake up in the morning like, you know, we're in the pandemic. We're able to work from home, and this is a blessing. A lot of us still work, but you gotta make this business work. I'm also an entrepreneur. Like I said, I'm a lab technician and a makeup artist. So I work from home. I couldn't provide those services during the pandemic, but this was something I always wanted to figure out what I can work from home and actually make that income. I used to joke with my best friend, but like, girl, I wish I could make $2,000 a week. She like, you crazy. I showed her my check, so she was like, you making it? Yes. But a lot of people are not going to understand your why. They're not going to understand your journey. They're not going to understand just why are you doing it. They're going to think you're confused or you're just trying to scam people. They're going to think you just don't know what you're doing. You just got to stay focused and make sure you figure out your why. It got to be so much deeper than just, oh, I want to make money. You know, like I said, I was tired of being broke, but you got to really figure out why am I doing this? And the reason why I'm doing this, like I said, you guys, I'm tired of being broke, but I love helping people. I love educating people about credit. I used to, I'm gonna tell y'all a little backstory too, and I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, okay? So my mom was calling me, and I've been saying, Mom, I'm trying to move. I want a bigger apartment. And I actually had made some bad decisions back in being an undergrad at A&T, you guys. Getting credit cards is messing around, I'm being irresponsible, okay? So my mom used to call me and say, I know this woman that does a 2-for-1 deal, $600. I'm like, what's the company name to get my credit repaired? She can never tell me. And I feel like that was a problem. So coming across this actual business, you guys, and actually get my credit repaired for free has been a blessing. So I already know we have documentation of everything that's been disputed, just everything, the process works. And you guys, y'all know it works. So this was actually a big blessing for me, along with the income and along with just helping and motivating people on my team. And you guys, you know, some of my agents are on here. I try to be motivation to you every single day. Like, what is your why? You got to look at it every morning. What is your why? Okay. So start with that why and make sure you look in the mirror every day and figure out what you want in this business. Okay. And I'm gone. Thanks so much, Joe.
Period. Hey, that's it. That's it. That is ultimately what takes someone from failure to success, is knowing that why, and having, not only knowing it, but having a deep why. And Joanna even said it earlier, you know, if your why is just making money, then it's not going to take it to that next level. And that's it, guys. It has to be so much more than money. When I went through my struggles and my challenges when I first started, you got to understand where I came from. When I was in North Carolina, right, trying to build this project that nobody's ever heard about. Nobody heard about FES. There's only 3 vice presidents in the entire state of North Carolina. Trey Davis in Charlotte, Alicia Gaines in Charlotte, they just got married yesterday, and Joseph Johnson. That's it. So imagine trying to come into this new marketplace and tell people about this amazing credit service that's been around for 15 years and you'll love it. And what do you think they're going to say? Well, I never heard about that. Well, what is that? Nah, I don't know. I don't really trust that. Is it new? No, it's not new. I've never heard of this, right? But there's companies that's, you know, selling insurance. Everybody hears about that. Foreign exchange. Everybody hears about that. So people were very uncomfortable with this idea of not hearing about anything. Their next question was, how much have you made from the business? Well, I haven't made anything yet. I just started. Well, do you know anybody who has? Well, yeah. They here in North Carolina? No. Okay, well, I'm not interested. So imagine where that came to now, literally building an entire marketplace. I did it not because I was just having fun being told no and question the legitimacy. I did it because my why was big enough. I did it because I knew what it's like to sleep on a floor. I know what it's like to be locked out of a house because it's not your house, it's somebody else's, so you can't beg them to open the door, to then having to go pee outside. I know what it's like to struggle. Like, y'all hearing me? So when I know where I came from, I refuse to go backwards. I refuse to let somebody else tell me that I can't be successful in this. They weren't with me when I was struggling. They weren't with me when I had negative $50 in my account, negative $150 in my account. They weren't with me when I was told no before, so they're not going to be with me saying no now. And a lot of us have to dig deep and figure out what is our why. Some of you say your kids are your why, and then you quit the next day. Is that really what you think about your kids? Some of us, you know, we say that our legacy is our why, and then we quit after 2 months. Is that what you think about your legacy? When things don't happen right away, always remember that it takes 6 months to build a Rolls Royce and only 13 hours to build a Toyota. A lot of us are living off of a Toyota mentality. We want it now. We want it right here, but we don't want to invest any time. We don't want to hop on a morning manifestation because I got to wake up for 9:30 call. We don't want to hop on training on Sundays. That's the time I spend with my family. We don't want to hop on Monday training, VP University at 9 o'clock because I'm trying to watch TV. That's when I get to rest. We don't want to hop on a women call on Wednesday because there's too many trainings throughout the week. We have so many excuses about what we don't want to do, but then we're on our knees in church on Sunday praying to God to give us an opportunity. Some of you have spent the last 6 months to a year, 2, 3, 4 years begging God for a chance to be able to get out of your situation. God throws this thing FBS because somebody called you and said, hey, check out this opportunity. You signed up and then you don't give it your all. And then you quit, and then 6 months later, you back on your knees praying to God, God, please give me something. Please get me out of this situation. Please get me out of this hole. And he's just looking at you. I tried. Always remember that this opportunity is so much bigger than just credit. It's so much bigger than just making a couple of sales, making a few phone calls. It's so much bigger than that. I truly believe that if you're in this business, you're not in it for yourself. You are in it because somebody in your network who is in somebody else's network that you know needs this opportunity. I truly believe that. There is somebody right now that's on your Facebook that is homeless, that is on the verge of eating out of trash cans, that is on the verge of losing everything that they love, their kids, their cars, their homes, and they would just love and chance to join a business like this. But they'll never know about it because you're afraid to send out that text. They'll never find out about it because you don't want to hop on the train and to learn what to say to people to prospect. They'll never learn about it because you're trying to quit because you feel like you're not good at this. Until you develop that mentality that this is the thing that's going to take you to that next level, guys, it's going to be hard for you to grow. See, I've developed over time the mentality of, if you put me on a treadmill with somebody else and you tell us, hey, look, first one to get off loses, I'm not getting off that treadmill until I die. I might be sweating. I might feel like I can't breathe. My legs might be weak, but I'm not getting off that treadmill until I literally die. That's my mentality. I just took up MMA within the last 2 weeks. Some of y'all probably noticed a scar on my nose because I was facing a black belt trainer, and he was like, come on. I wasn't about to stop. I'm like, what's up? I don't know MMA, so he won, right? But he wasn't going to win. Every time he jabbed me, I kept going. Every time he pushed me to the ground, I kept going. He literally had to get me in a headlock to the point my eyes were red. I got scarred and I'm bleeding. I wasn't going to stop because I'm like, look, you're going to have to kill me, dog. And I understand that not everybody has that mentality, and that's okay. But I'm telling you that if you truly want more in life, you are going to have to start working to gain that mentality if you truly want success. That's the secret. That's the secret. When we watch these calls in the morning and we look at ET, shout out about success. If you want success bad and you want it as bad as you want to breathe, we listen to, all these top leaders like Curlin Cassius and Valesky Barossi. And I mean, Valesky came from a whole other country, came from Haiti, working at Walmart, homeless, living on a couch, sleeping in his car sometimes, to now doing $1 million in sales. But you're scared to hop on a presentation because you don't feel confident about what you're saying. This man didn't know how to speak English, and now he's doing $1 million in sales. At what point, my only question to you is, at what point are you going to stop the excuses? And I hope you understand that these principles are not just principles that are, solidified for FES. I hope you realize that. Being coachable, being committed, being consistent, having a why, those are not principles to be successful in FES. Those are principles to be successful. Do you ever wonder why those millionaires who get the lottery ticket and they go broke within 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you ever realize that it's not because they got rich, it's because they didn't know how to control their wealth, because they weren't coachable. Nobody sat there and said, hey, look, this is what you can do with all this money. And so they went broke. I know a lot of us are struggling. I get it. But we got 2 weeks in this cycle. What are you going to do with it? You've heard the stories, and there are many more that didn't even get on this call today. There's so many stories in this business. And the only thing that makes you different than the ones who've been able to see success in this business is that they were consistent, they were committed, and they were coachable, and they knew their why. That is the only difference. I don't care if you've been in the business for 8 months, only got one agent. If you're still here, I got respect for you. But if you've been in the business for 2 weeks and you feel like, I don't really know what to say to anybody and it's a little hard than I thought, and you quit, I don't got no respect for that. Especially after you just got done telling me this whole story about why you want something different and how you're waiting to be able to have that opportunity to change your life. And you see the opportunity in this to be able to do that. And you're tired of seeing your mom and your dad struggle. And you just quit after 2 weeks. Straight like that. It's all about accountability, guys. You have to take accountability of your business. So many of us are doing this business like nothing. What do I mean by that? We're not hopping on trainings. We're not looking at our back office. We don't know what our back office means. We're not looking at the app. We're not asking our uplines for help. And so my thing is, if this is your business, why are you waiting on somebody else to teach you how to run it? I was in North Carolina. My upline was Curlin's Cassius. He's all the way in Florida. He couldn't sit with me every day. Some of you guys are telling your uplines, hey, I work better in person. I'd love for you to come to a different state to come work with me so I can really start learning this business. Why? Everything is done online. We got videos. We got YouTube. Literally, type on YouTube right now, FES training, FES compensation plan, and teach yourself how to run your business. Why are you waiting on someone else to teach you how to be fed? You guys want to be hand-fed. Hand-fed. Nobody is a baby on this call. How do I know that? Because in order to be in this business, you got to be 18 or over. Why are you waiting on someone else to teach you how to change your life? We're mentors. We're coaches. We are not your mommy and we're not your daddy. If you quit, that's on you. If you stop working, that's on you. Am I going to call you and say, hey, let's get on this training? Of course, because I want you to succeed. But am I going to beg you to change your life? Definitely not. And too many of us are waiting on somebody else to teach us. When I was in this business and Curlin's was in Florida, I was the one up at 2, 3 in the morning looking on the FES back office, the same back office that you have, looking at videos. Okay, so the compensation plan is broken up like this. Okay, FES agent volume, what is volume? Okay, I'm looking at what volume is. So now I can teach somebody else what volume is. I'm looking at the UCES protection plan. What does UCES stand for? Okay, cool. Let's see, how does the will work? How does the life insurance work? How does the credit restoration process work? Okay, cool, I'm learning that. I had to teach myself. Was Curtis gonna be there? Of course, if I called him. He's trying to run his own business. Why am I gonna wait for him when I'm struggling? When I'm the one who don't have no money in my account? When I'm the one who I can't help my mom when she needs some bills assisted with, and I gotta tell her, no, I can't do it. Why am I waiting on somebody else to change my life? That's my question to you. There is no excuse. Every single one of us have paid the investment. We paid the price to join the business. Now it's time to pay the price to grow the business. And to be honest, some of you are in this presentation right now, in this training right now, and guess what? Someone invested into you, and you're not even doing anything with it. How dare you? Someone spent their hard-earned money to invest into you because you said you were sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you would love to take this platform to new heights. You would love to be able to change your life with this business, and yet someone invested into you for your future, and you gave up. How dare you? This is your life. Nobody else's. Nobody's going to be there to save you. Nobody's going to be able to put you in a position of growth by doing everything for you. Nobody's going to make your own phone calls. Nobody's going to set your appointments. Nobody's going to work for you, because that's not what this is. And if you think that's what this is, I'm here to tell you it's not. I've spent the last year going through, probably at this point, thousands of people, whether they said no or whether they joined the business. I've trained hundreds of people. I hear the same stories all the time. Sometimes I hear things different as far as people's whys. Some people have gone through so much stuff, and it breaks my heart, but what makes me excited because of the future. Your past is your past. You cannot control your past, nor can you control your future. What you can control is your present. What you do today is going to affect your future. So if you say you want to lose weight, but you don't go to the gym, and you say, oh, I'm hungry, let me go to McDonald's, let me go to Cookout, let me go to Bojangles, let me go to Chick-fil-A. Guess what? That's your decision. And your future is going to dictate the decisions that you make today. So if you gain weight in the next 2, 3 weeks, 2 months, don't look in the mirror and say, dang, those dang restaurants. If it wasn't for those restaurants, I wouldn't be like this. Blame yourself. Some of you guys have found money to go spend on Fenty. You found money to go spend on shoes, on belts. You found money to go do your hair to look all cute, men and women included. You found the money to do that, but then you complain about not having money to invest into a business. You complain about being behind on your bills, and if you had more money, then you wouldn't be like this. But you have the money, you're just spending too much of it. Guys, I'm being honest with you because sometimes that's what we need. I wish somebody was honest with me 2 years ago when I was homeless. I wish somebody told me straight up, Joe, you're messing around. I'm sitting here broke, but my boy looking out for me when I go into the club for the $20 VIP skip line, and I don't got no money in my account, but he gonna look out after me, and I'm having a good time, right? I'm spending $20, $30 that I barely have on drinks at the bar to look good in front of my boys, and those same exact guys aren't in this business because they don't want to do it, because they don't want to support me. So I had to do some rethinking. Okay, who am I surrounding myself with? Some of y'all are surrounding yourself with people who don't even care if you succeed or not. They just having fun in the moment. At what point are you going to say enough is enough? I got to do better. I got to get better. If not for me, for my family and my legacy. At what point are you going to take yourself serious? That's what I'm here to tell you all today. I know I'm offending some people today. I know this is not your usual training call where we're pushing you to do better and go out there and do better. But again, some of us need that real talk because I'm sick and tired of seeing amazing people who have such phenomenal potential throw in the towel because it got a little hard. But then come around and blame everybody else except themselves. I'm sick of it. There is not one person on this call right now who does not have the potential to do $100,000 a month, $250,000 a month. There's not one person on this call right now who doesn't have the potential to do $500,000 a month. There's nobody on the call. The only thing that's going to make us different, guys, is the person who says, I'm going to do it, and the person who says, I'm not going to do it. We all have decisions to make. You just got to own up to your consequences. You don't make any posts on social media, nobody knows what you're doing. If you don't do a presentation or teach yourself how to do a presentation, your team's not going to grow. If you don't start looking at how to be more confident videos, if you feel like you're shy and really, don't really like talking to too many people, if you don't start looking at videos to figure out how to get more outgoing, reading books on how to be more articulate, you're not going to be able to grow. The person that I was as an agent in this business and the person I am today as a vice president is two very different people. Same fundamentals. I'm not going to change who I am inside, but there were certain habits that I was not doing that put me in the position that I am today, and I had to realize that. I couldn't blame Curlins. Oh man, Curlins, you in another state, man. If you was with me in North Carolina, I'd be so much further, man. I'd be growing man, it sucks, man. Why would I talk like that? He's not. Point blank period. He's not here. So why would I try to blame a situation that I can't control? The only thing that you can control at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions. Those are the only three things that you can control. You can't control your significant other cheating on you. You can't control a death in your family. You can't control someone quitting in this business. You can't control someone saying no. You can't control someone calling you out of your name. You can't control anything else. You can only control your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions. Those are the only things you can control. So why don't we start owning that and making different ones if we feel like we're not where we are in life? That's my only question. Guys, we have 2 weeks. As I come to a close, I want to be done by 8 o'clock. We have 2 weeks. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. The 3rd week cycle ends next Saturday. And then the last cycle is that following week, and it ends on Saturday. I want everybody to look at everybody who's serious, let me say that, everybody who's serious, everybody who is sick and tired of their situations, everybody who's heard the stories this evening and feel motivated, I want us to look in our back offices, and I want us to look at our volume. Take a look at your volume, wherever you are. If you're at 500, 400, if you're at 2,000, if you're at 8,000, if you're at 16,000, if you're at 30,000, wherever you are, I want us to really take a serious look at our volume tonight and set a goal for ourselves this evening. Set a goal, figure out what position you want to be promoted, and then I want all of us to put in the Mogul Elite group chat what title you want to hit by the end of this cycle. You got 2 weeks. Life can change in 2 weeks. It can. With this business, it definitely can. And if you're serious, if you set that goal tonight, you announce it, me and the leaders, we're going to do whatever we can to help you get to that position. If that means we got to do more presentations, damn it, we're going to do more presentations. If that means we need to do more trainings because some of you don't know what to do, we're going to do some more trainings. I want to put everybody in a position to win for the next 2 weeks. Can't do it by myself. Amaja can't do it by herself. Keon can't do it by himself. Joanna can't do it by herself. Zakiya can't do it by herself. We got to work together as a family, guys, to get to this next level. So as we come to a close, I'm excited for so many of you guys. I hope that many of you have took something from tonight. If you have, if you feel like you really, gotten something this evening, whether it was anything, value, motivation, inspiration, whatever it was, just type 10X in the chat box for me. I just want to make sure we were able to speak to somebody. I might not be able to speak to everybody, but I hope we spoke to somebody. Just type 10X in the chat box. Awesome, 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 awesome. Guys, God has something amazing planned for you. I want you to know that. I've been praying today, and the vision's clear. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't announce everything right now, but the vision is clear. And if you guys just stay on this journey with us, I know not everybody can do 110%, and that's okay, but do your best. Whatever your best is for you, do it. If you can do your best, I guarantee you in the next 6 months, your life will not be the same. So write your goals tonight. Look at your volume. Write your goals. Type it in the Mogul Elite group chat. And tomorrow, we have Vice President University, which is a phenomenal training at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody put in your schedules, right? Put in your schedules tomorrow. And let's make sure we're all on there for Monday's training. And we're going to start this week off strong. We're going to kill these next 2 weeks. I manifest so many promotions in the next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. I manifest lives change. I manifest $1,000 weeks. I manifest well over being able to pay your bills in the next 2 months. I manifest so much success in the next 2 weeks, and I'm just so excited. So with that said, guys, I'm going to say a quick prayer as we finish up, and then we're going to end it from there. So you just bow your heads with me. Father God, I come to you tonight, and I just want to say thank you. Because, Father, I know that when I woke up this morning, I didn't know we were going to have this call, but you put on my spirit that someone somewhere in this nation needed this. And I just thank you for everything that you've done for us up until this point, Father. I thank you for everything that you're going to continue to do for us as we move forward as a family. And God, I pray that you just eliminate any type of demons that are trying to stick onto anybody that's on this call, Father. Father, I pray that any type of sicknesses, any type of feelings of depression, any types of feeling of neglection, any type of feeling of worry, concern, fear, any type of feeling that the devil is trying to pour into any mogul who is on this call this evening, I pray, Father, that you go in and you clear it, you wipe it, and you wash it away in your name, Father. Father God, I pray that every single person that's on this call can tap into their spirit in the following weeks to whatever their purpose is, whether it's FBS or something else, Father. I pray that you give them the clarity that they need to be able to tap into their purpose, to take their businesses, and not only their businesses, but their life to the next level, because I know that you have purpose for every single one of us on this call this evening. God, as we move forward in the next following weeks, I ask that you stay with us. Because I know it's not going to be easy, because we are going to change lives, and we are going to show people that in your name, everything is possible. And the devil is going to feel that, he's going to see that, and he's going to do everything he can to eliminate those feelings, to stop that trust that we have in you. And I pray that you just continue to give us the shield, you give us the power, you give us the confidence, and you continue to lead us in the direction that we need to go in your mighty name. Father, as we end tonight, I pray that you just continue to touch every family who's going through their situations and their circumstances. I ask, I beg and plead you to continue to be in their lives as they deal with whatever it is that they're dealing with. That person on this call right now who is on the verge of taking their life, that person on this call right now who is going through turmoil and questioning everything that they love, that person who is going through just wanting to quit all things, that person who just got fired, that person who just got a new job, Father, the person who just got into a new relationship. I pray that whatever anybody on this call is going through, that you just continue to be there and remind them why having faith is powerful in your name. God, on behalf of everybody on this call, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm excited to see where you're going to take Mogul Nation. And in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Awesome, guys. So listen, we're going to change lives for the next 2 weeks. Stay plugged in. Announcements will be made. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you for staying on. Have a great night.